Hello, folks.
Yo!
Welcome back to the Are You Serious podcast. I am Ramon.
I'm Dave the Wave.
We are in here with a great fight. It's a fight of the year, and we are watching.
It's fight of the year from where?
2005?
2005. You got it.
Yeah.
Fight of the year from 2005. It's Jose Luis Castillo versus Diego Corrales. It's a real barn burner.
It's an action-packed fight, folks.
This is a high drama fight between two action-packed guys that were former. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, Floyd fought both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Floyd beat both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was much more controversial with Jose Luis Castillo. They fought twice.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people believe that Castillo won the first one. I remember watching them live and thinking that there was no controversy about the Mayweather win, but who knows, whatever. We can go back and we can score that.
And we will. When it comes down to it, we all know, though, if Floyd considered it a loss or a close fight, then he most definitely granted a second one. So
he would never consider it a loss.
Right.
But I think he was probably gracious enough to give the dude a rematch. Same thing as Maidana.
Yeah. That's the fight I was about to make reference to.
Yeah.
As we know, Floyd gave Maidana 2 fights. He also gave this guy 2 fights. So,
and then against Corrales, Mayweather was just mapped out a masterpiece of a beating over Corrales. So, but that's no reflection. I mean, if you're fighting not the best ever, stupid fucks that talk about Mayweather as being the best ever.
TBE, baby! TBE!
It's very irritating, and it's so untrue. Anyway, but Mayweather is great. He's an all-time great. I'll give you that. He's an all-time great. He belongs in the discussion, but he's not the best by a long shot. Not head-to-head, and not in terms of greatness, in terms of titles and title reigns and all that jazz. He wins in no categories.
The thing that I love about Mayweather is he's 50-0. Can't nobody say that they didn't beat his ass. I will say I've seen fights where he's gotten hit. I've seen fights where he's gotten discombobulated. What's his name? Shane Mosley.
Shane whacked him.
Yep.
The guy that wears women's panties. What's his name? Knocked the dog shit off of him, dude. What's his name?
I do not know. I know
I'll have
Zab
to
Judah
remember
got
that
him
later.
too.
No, yeah, Zab Judah knocked him down.
Yeah.
Legit knocked down.
In the fight where Zab Judah hit him in the nuts.
That guy?
I don't know who Dave's referring to with the women's panties, but we gonna figure it out.
It was I don't know it. I'll know his name when I hear it, or if I looked at his record, I would know it. But anyway, yeah, there were several people who rang Floyd's bell, but never really heard him.
Yes.
And to his credit, but if he was fighting Mr. Hearns at welterweight, it would have been about a 3 or 4 round fight. Let's be honest. Okay, so when you're talking about greatness and when you're talking about somebody's ability and somebody's in terms of all time, you're talking about head to head, who they would beat or who they wouldn't beat, right? That's what most people assume is what it is,
right?
And then there's another category and there's another consideration, and that's title reigns. Defenses, how great you are, how great of a champion you were in terms of title defenses and all that jazz.
Okay.
So in neither category does Floyd make the grade as the greatest. I mean, Harry Greb, who you've probably nenever heard of, I don't know.
Never heard of him.
Harry Greb, he's an all-time great middleweight. This fucker, I think in 1919, he went 52-0.
Wow.
In 1 year. 1 year. He went 52-0.
There's only 52 weeks in a year, people.
And then so Floyd, who's claiming he's the best ever at 49-0 over a whole career of almost 20 years probably. He's pitting himself against Harry Greb, who trained on whores and whiskey.
I like Harry Greb already.
And went 52-0 in the year of 1919. Something doesn't add up. Let's get a time machine and transport Floyd back to the year 1919 and see how he does against a crop of welterweights and lightweights, because that's what he'd have to compete in. He would not be able to compete with the middleweights.
I don't know how well Floyd would do. What I do know is that shoulder roll be working nowadays, or at least during Floyd's tenure. And
he's not the first to come up with that.
I remember seeing Floyd had his big table with glass over it with all these belts in it. And then he had another table that had a bunch of money on it. And Floyd was the motherfucking man. Regardless if he's the best ever or not. He's never been beaten.
He's the man, all right. All right, well, we're about to see a fight of the year of, what is it, 2005. 2005. This is the year I got married the first time.
The first time.
Let's let the air out of the tire on that one, just as the mayor said.
That's his own personal thing, so that's professional. That is a professional sound.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to know that.
All right, here it goes. All right, here's a knockdown drag out between two top lightweights of 2005.
And here is Jose Luis Castillo. Someday hopes to be mayor of his hometown, Empalme, in Sonora,
This is
Mexico.
a tough son of a
Whether it's
bitch.
the boxing ring or the political ring, Diego Corrales may turn out to be his toughest.
I like the red over here, man. That red is a nice color.
His idol, his
This
hero,
is Julio Cesar Chavez.
Julio Cesar Chavez is there in that entourage.
Prime
He's a realist. He knows
sparring
he'll
partner.
reach the rock star stature of Julio Cesar
training
Chavez.
partner.
Okay.
But he thinks he could be up there with guys like
So
Corrales
this motherfucker
and Morales
comes in
people of that
that he
ilk.
wants to be
It's been
banged.
a frantic
So he's
schedule, but the weight's
definitely
finally over for the
definitely
always
legit.
tenacious
He's
Castillo.
not a
Now,
fancy
all that's
Dan.
left is for Castillo to win.
He's not here to
And
dance
despite
around,
the brevity between
do all
fights,
this
he is
jabbing and
confident.
shit.
We talked about
He's
the
here to
longer
bang,
layout,
dog.
obviously.
Look at that
Corrales,
white
but
suit,
guess
bruh.
what? Castillo's fought 4 times.
And he had the hat on to go with it. That's what I'm talking
Not
about.
a long time in
Jose
between, Steve,
Luis
when you come into
Castillo.
one of the most
Let's go,
important fights
Jose.
of your life, because you want at least a 6-week training period. So will that short period hurt Castillo? Yeah, there's a lot of doubt because of that. The square jaw.
I work with a guy named Jose. He's a bomb. Love you, Jose.
I work with a dude named Hose B.
He welcomes Corrales.
Hey, what the hell is B doing?
Extremely bold. He feels he's got the beard to stand up to
We
Chico.
got Jose and Hose B.
You right?
Fights a toe.
That's not my joke.
Brawl. Of 2 hard-fought fights,
Forgot his
quite
name,
recently,
but
as we have
what
been
is the
pointing out,
referee's name?
could that be a disadvantage, particularly with a fighter
He normally
like
runs tight.
There they are. There they are.
Jose Luis. That's Julio Cesar Chavez.
And Junior.
Okay, okay.
Thumbs up. And there's a real affection between
His
these two
weed
men.
smoking,
Castillo
underachieving son.
I'm just happy to be associated with
Yes,
Chavez.
got his
And of
ass
course,
with a couple
Chavez'
times.
former chief sparring partner,
I'm
which
wondering if
gave
he's
him a
turned it
lot
light
on. He
of
probably should.
confidence to get to this level. Diego Chico Corrales, very personable outside the ring, transforms himself into one of the fiercest fighters going today.
Diego Chico Corrales.
We saw what he did versus Freitas, made the proud Brazilian quit.
The public
He
needs
was
to
the
see
first
more
guy
of
to
it.
really hurt Cosma.
Y'all wanna see all this chocolate? We gonna make it happen for you.
He said he walked through hell to be
He's a hell of a announcer. I don't know if I like him too much as a coach though. Yeah. He does a good announcement. Like, I like him better on the mic than I do in the corner. And the only reason why I say that is because in the corner, I've never really seen him, like, pump his dude up or get his dude, like,
He's always real calm.
yeah.
Always real calm. There's Corrales, baby.
The fight that this guy was getting his ass whooped in, eyes swollen up, whole 9, he let him know, losing it pretty much, and you're gonna get your ass beat if you need a knockout to win. And he went out there and knocked the guy out or whatever. But I'm like, bro, you could have presented that to him a whole lot different.
You know, Corrales,
You know what I'm saying?
an interesting moment.
Well, different trainers have different approaches, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, you know what? He hugged him and he said, you know what? We're going to make some history. And they know it's a fight fans fight.
I like him as an announcer. That he's very real as an announcer, and evidently he's real as a coach.
Prepared for the hardest fight of his career.
Let's see. Okay, the guy in the white suit with the red shirt with the white hat on. Yeah, right there. My man, he's looking very dapper.
Who is the best in the lightweight division?
He won't even stop talking.
Diego Corrales is ready. James Toney.
James Toney.
Right.
And Winky Wright. Look at him.
Many people
He rocking that rocket wear.
It is a
James Toney looking real good in that suit, man. I like it.
And everybody's out to have watching this fight. Let's size him up as we
Look like some shit I would wear.
That was my James Toney impression.
Has always been thought of as a big lightweight. That would make Corrales the Yao Ming of the
That's
division.
about how he
With his
sounds.
slight edge and reach. And yesterday's
With all
weigh-in,
due respect.
Castillo, Corrales both right on.
Okay, look at this.
Tonight, Castillo 146, Corrales a plus 12 at 147.
Oh, shit.
And a look at the notable rules for this.
Okay, they say at least
fight.
still
No
close in
standing
weight.
count, no 3 knockdown rule. A fighter cannot
These
be
are
stopped by
lightweights.
the bell.
Now, think of the lightweight scene these days
If
and
an
see how these boys
accidental
stack
headbutt
up.
occurs before the end of the 4th round, fights ruled a no decision. If it happens after the end of round 4, they go to the scorecards.
Got you in trouble.
No, I'm good.
So here at Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, Nevada, getting ready for our main event. Jose Luis Castillo versus Diego Corrales. We are set for the official introductions from our ring announcer, the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
The classy Jimmy Lennon Jr. Oh shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to one of the world's great destinations, the Mandalay Bay Resort
great
and Casino
destination.
here in Las
Did he say
Vegas,
great
Nevada,
destination?
As it's time for the feature.
Las Vegas is a great destination
To
to
you
me.
by Gary Shaw Productions.
You wanna travel,
Incorporated.
you end up in Las Vegas, you're in good shape.
I've been to Vegas. I like Vegas.
Vegas
Vegas is pretty nice.
Showtime. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the WBC President Jose Sulaiman, Supervisor.
Should we
Peter
fast forward?
Stuckey, The WBO
Yeah,
President
I would.
Francisco Valcarcel,
Just so we can go ahead and get to the
Supervisor
fight. We don't have to make this video all that long.
Oh shit, hold on.
John Wins 6 losses and 1 draw.
52,
with
6 and 1.
46 big
46
coming
big
by
knockouts.
knockout.
Woo!
Wait a minute, but what's Castillo? What's Corrales?
39-2.
Angeles, California. Weeks.
Tony Weeks, that's his name.
Introducing Diego
Chico Corrales. 39-2 with 32 knockouts.
No. Yes.
Yes.
Introducing to you first, ladies and gentlemen, the WBO champion on my right, fighting out of the red corner.
I'm sorry, he's taking,
Wearing white trunks with red trim. He
What's
is
that
fighting-
guy's name? The heavyweight champ.
Right now?
No. He was the champ. for- Shannon. Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ! Yeah, that's Shannon Briggs saying. I don't appreciate that dude taking it.
Top thoroughbreds hoping to power their way to glory. Until now, Castillo could
He
only
looked
think
like he
about
about that
or talk
action.
about. Corrales is crushing
You know what
power
I'm
tonight.
saying? Look like he's just like shit.
Exactly how
Where he
feels
at?
and how he'll
I'm about to put it on him.
Chico connects. The power of Corrales has
When
been
this dude fought
godsend
Mayweather,
against
man.
the smothering attack of Castillo. The answer may be the jab. Chico not
He
used
was
to fight
giving
his
Mayweather
actual
the
coming out
business
of
for the
play
first couple
with
rounds.
Freitas and Casmayor, his last 2 opponents. Very different story tonight. Here we go.
I like to see what he looks like now.
He's dead.
Is it?
Corrales?
Yeah.
He wrecked his speed bike into the back of the truck and died.
Oh, shit.
Not long after this fight.
For essentially his
Okay.
whole career.
Well, R.I.P. to
Never
Corrales.
dropped through KO.
R.I.P.
He's been stopped 4 times on
died.
cuts. However, he is historically a slow starter, particularly his last.
At a very young
fights.
age, yeah. At a very young
Fucking
age.
sad.
Corrales
Right
comes
when he was
in
in his
it'll be a
prime.
brawl, a grueling slugfest. Interesting to see what tack Corrales takes here.
We've had a bunch of videos with boxers that have died, man. Cars rolling back on them, car accidents.
He's staying right in there with him. Some would say that's a mistake. We'll see.
Well, boxers
He is looking Corrales to force a shootout with Castillo. Looking to establish an early presence, just as he said he would, knowing Castillo is a slow starter and gets stronger as the fight goes on.
Already Tony Weeks with a warning to Castillo. And Castillo's a rough customer on the inside. He'll use his head, elbows, etc.
Some call him dirty.
A lot of body work by
a lot of body work gets done by Corrales here.
Castillo is in the red trunks. Corrales is in the white with the red stripes.
Corrales will have to stay close. Throw a lot of punches. Pressure. Don't let Chico think.
This is going to be a great fight, I can tell you right now. Corrales
This is going to be a great fight, I can tell you right now.
It's going to be the fight of the year right now, I can tell you.
Sound like this in Papino?
As you hear the fans chanting for Castillo, and a lot
Castillo.
of fans here for Cinco de Mayo. On the surface of it, you would think this is a very risky move for Corrales.
It really does not look like Corrales is making really any effective shots. Kind of like, nothing that made a difference. He is punching, but he's nothing that really made a difference right there.
So far, Corrales has rapid punched and punched low ones, so he's the guy that's pushing the envelope.
Usually it's
he's moving well though. I'll give Corrales that.
Roughhouse tactics.
Castillo seems to be kind of in one area and just throwing punches. He don't seem to move much.
Comes off a monster training camp. 23 different fights all told. One of his sparring partners, Jose Santa Cruz. And here's
Corrales with 3 left hooks in a row. And then Corrales with a counter.
And I think the one mistake Corrales is making is he's hooking with a hooker.
Castillo is still hooking with him. They right in there at each other, man.
So an action-packed opening round.
There it is.
Got to make sure that shit is buried every time you start banging with it. Now that left hook is working good on the inside, the body shots are working good. Pay a little bit more with that jab. He's looking to counter your jab with that right hand. He's going to come with that eventually. All right? I'll tell you what. Nice turns on him. You were scoring first. You saw.
Referee Tony Weeks will give a warning to Corrales for hitting behind the head, rabbit punching. Twice Corrales gets it done. Now Corrales went downstairs very effectively to the body, ripping downstairs with the left, and he threw a lot of shots. There's the left hook downstairs. And the left hook was a big signature punch for Corrales in round 1, but it's dangerous because he was countered by a better left hook.
Las Vegas player in here too.
So this fight
I'm talking about the coach for Corrales.
Go round 2. Castillo in the red, Corrales in the white.
Castillo going to the body and then coming up with a left hook.
Danger early for Corrales. He was using the jab a lot in this fight.
They say Corrales is a slow starter, but it don't seem like he started slow in this one.
Will keep him at a distance from Castillo.
And he wants to prove he has more than just a left hook.
That was a low blow. Both of them have thrown low blows though.
Marked improvement.
That's Castillo on the inside. He can rip those hooks to the body and the head. And if Corrales hangs in there with him, he'll give him an opportunity to do it.
Oh.
Good
uppercut.
Uppercut on the left hook by Castillo that tagged Corrales.
This is a strategic nightmare right now, I think, for Diego Corrales.
Very much
so. This is a ploy on their part, thinking he can outmuscle Castillo. Maybe he will. And
nice combination.
But wow, it's a tough
nice movement.
For Diego Corrales.
Low blow.
Fists are flying. Both punches raining big shots.
Julio Cesar Chavez is yelling at Castillo.
We both know, that was a good shot. That left hook.
It was effective.
we both know that in a heavyweight fight, this would never happen. They'd be pushing off each other, trying to get a little bit more room.
Not so fast. There has been some heavyweight fights that have been like this.
Okay.
It depends on how long they last.
Well, I guess I should say the heavyweight fights of today wouldn't be this way.
Hell no.
Back comes Castillo.
But these are lightweights.
You can just about put a piece of paper between them, and that's it right now.
That was a low blow, man. That's two from Corrales, one from Castillo.
Left hooks by Corrales. That's his signature. But Castillo stands right up to him.
I don't think it's smart for Corrales to bring himself down to Castillo's level. Oh, nice. Maybe I was wrong.
That left hook hurt Castillo. And that's a news headline.
Momentarily stopped him in his tracks.
That looked like a low blow.
Shot by Castillo.
Corrales is really getting in there. He's landed some pretty effective shots there.
It's truly amazing. Diego Corrales gets through this part and is effective doing this. He'll have made it.
I still don't like the fact that he's bringing himself down to Castillo's level. Woo!
Oh, Corrales hurt Castillo with that exchange.
Yeah, he did.
He ended with the left hook.
Castillo seems to be coming back though. Threw some pretty good shots.
Make sure you're working there. Corrales working downstairs, and now Castillo ripping those left hooks downstairs. That's one of the things he does so well. As Castillo fighting on the inside. Jose Luis Castillo with the uppercuts and the hooks. He's great on the inside. This is where
Castillo
he likes
doing his
to
thing,
do
man.
business.
But Corrales was doing his too.
However, Diego Corrales,
they can't make it one-sided, you know what I'm saying?
With better hand
On this
speed
one,
on the
I mean,
inside,
I don't have a dog in the
that
fight,
was
but when
the
it
key
comes
there.
down to it,
And the left
I mean,
hook
if you're gonna
starting
call
to
it, call it right.
Castillo. You would think it would be a mistake for Corrales to hook with him, but in that round, he hurt Castillo at least 3 times with his own left hook.
So Corrales immediately jumping on Castillo. And he continues to do more of the same as we enter round 3. Skip close for 12. Boy, at this pace, can it go 12?
The conventional thinking obviously was that Corrales needed to be the boxer puncher, jab a lot, work on the outside, counter punch. He has gone right inside with Castillo, and for the most part has been very effective doing it.
Corrales electing to, as they say, fight fire with fire and fighting Castillo's style. Inside.
Both men doing good work down the stairs with the body. There's that hook being turned again by Corrales. Castillo is amazingly open for that punch.
And Corrales very accurate with that punch. It is connecting. Right now the difference seems to be Corrales' hand speed.
And he's also throwing multiple punches. He's throwing combinations on the inside.
You know what this reminds me of? In the movie Creed, they had their foot in a tire, and they called it fighting in the phone booth or whatever, whatnot. And it seems like that's what these two are doing.
That's been Castillo's best punch. He keeps landing it, and Corrales just waiting, it seems, to counter with the hook when he does that. You know he's being hit with big punches.
And Corrales has been down 8 times in 41 pro fights, but 5 of those 8 versus Mayweather. And we have all kinds of personal and professional problems. Now Castillo landing more regularly with the right uppercut. And a right over the top by Jose Luis Castillo.
This is where Castillo gets good work done. And in this round, he's starting to do it.
Well, Castillo gets stronger as the fight gets deeper.
He put him away, right?
But Castillo got there a little better with his. So
Corrales has a hell of a head
strategy for Corrales early. Will it continue to be one?
I believe just a trickle of blood over the right eye of Diego Corrales. And a Big left caught by Corrales. To the head. Another one followed by a right hand. Corrales continues to land.
And look, it's Corrales using his head a little bit on the inside.
So it was his motor. He got into a motorcycle accident. That's what took him
I
out.
think Corrales is wearing down a little bit on the inside.
He's riding on a speed
Castillo
bike.
is looking for.
Street bike.
He's slowing Corrales. And
Corrales is taking some damage here at the end of the third. Gooseman. What is Gooseman's last name? Or first name?
Dan.
Right now.
Well, there's a manager,
Real quick.
and then there's the trainer. Dan
All right, now,
Gooseman is the trainer.
what you got to start doing is train them a
What
little
the
bit more now,
manager's
Diego.
name is.
Okay?
They're brothers.
The only thing he's catching with a little bit is that uppercut. Right when you go to the left hand of the body, he's throwing the right uppercut off of it. So what you got to do is you got to double up. Once you throw that left of the body, you got to
keep throwing hard. Keep on. Breathe, breathe.
Taking deep breaths, man.
Es cuestión de tiempo.
Takes a lot to whoop somebody's ass, huh?
Digo que no espera que alguien se con un ganchito, dos cabecea.
At the end of the last round, it was Castillo doing some great work on the inside. He had mixed in the short right
Castillo
hand,
was putting in work.
Weapon for him, and then of course the hooks. But throwing that kind of overhand right and getting in to Corrales. So a big second half of that round. Will Corrales change his strategy at all?
round 4 scheduled for 12.
You know, Corrales has essentially made this a battle of left hooks. He's saying my left hook is better than yours. I don't know if that's true. As good as his is, I'm not sure.
You notice Corrales widening the gap just a bit here now, going to the jab to set up his right.
Good body shot there. That was something I bet you Chico wasn't expecting.
Meanwhile, Castillo again unloading to the body.
Manos libres, manos libres.
And Corrales tying Castillo up on the inside.
Both these fighters are, oh my.
Ooh.
What a left hook there by Corrales, and Castillo comes right back with some sharp punches.
Castillo looked like he was hurt for a second, but he came right back though.
Castillo is not a man you stop.
Rock solid. He has never been down in 59 pro fights.
Who's got that rock solid? Never been down in 59 pro fights? Castillo, okay.
Manos libres, manos libres.
They both fought great competition.
Cheering for Castillo.
In the last 3 fights for Diego Corrales. Lascano, among others, for Castillo. And look at this action.
They have beaten the shit out of each other.
Tremendous exchanges. First Corrales scoring with a series of punches, then Castillo
I wonder what
with
Mons
authority of
Libres
his
is.
own.
Mons Libres is what the
Here's
ref is
Corrales
saying.
now. It's
I
his
wonder what
turn.
that means.
And back comes Castillo. And that one started.
Well, Corrales stumbled back a little bit from that blow.
Another left upstairs by Castillo.
Now, is this after the Floyd Mayweather fights?
Through the guard
Or
by
before?
Castillo.
This was after Corrales fought Mayweather, but I don't think it was before. I think Castillo fights Mayweather after this.
Okay.
Castillo just matching Corrales punch for punch.
And you know, let's be fair. Jose Luis Castillo has not done anything untoward on the inside. Very little work with his head.
That
not too many
exchange of
low punches.
left hooks was-
He's fought a very fair fight.
Now there's blood
That was
around
pretty
the
tough.
left eye of Castillo. So both fighters blooded. In this fight thus far, the war of attrition as advertised rages
War
on.
of attrition.
It's a very tough round to judge.
We got some fighters today that don't even say war of attrition. They say war of nutrition.
By Castillo.
I be cracking up because I'm like, okay, you in the fight, man. You got to know that there's a difference between nutrition and attrition.
Déjalo, déjalo.
If you don't, you're a fucking moron. You should probably just not talk very much.
Right. So both fighters have a cut. They've been head to head this whole time and just throwing major shots.
And watch the head. Remember, you don't punches.
Was this a fight that we should have scored? No.
As you look down at these two fighters, Corrales steps on the foot of Castillo and kind of pushes him back. Here's where we may see a cut. Good right hand.
That's a nice
and
combination.
blood flowed after that from the eye of Jose Luis Castillo. And I do believe that was where the cut happened. So hopefully they will not call that a clash of heads.
Come here, watch it. Hey, mira. Watch some of the grease off.
That looks like that's plenty of grease.
Diversio Garcia wipes some of the grease off of the face of Castillo. A fairly deep cut around the left eye of Castillo. He's got one of the best in the business in his corner, Miguel Diaz. To try and fix it.
Ooh, nice shot from Castillo.
But it doesn't look as if the blood would be going directly into Castillo's left eye. Looks like it would go around the eye. At least that's what they're hoping.
Now, are we seeing a slightly different dynamic in this fight? There's jabs from Corrales, a little more distance between these two fighters. Will that be the paradigm for the next few rounds?
Corrales suddenly turning from puncher to boxer, shooting the jab, flicking it.
They ain't in the tire no more.
Let me tell you, Castillo's
Can't
landed
hit.
some good jabs.
Well,
He's
here
a
they
little
go.
underrated in that department.
Ooh.
What a heavy body punch, and then back comes Corrales. Aldo.
And Tony Weeks is allowing them to fight on the inside. He's not panicking and breaking them too early.
Two guys who have tremendous
Corrales is
respect for
throwing
each other.
really good shots, man.
Corrales just
Castillo
walked into
coming
that
back with
straight
some really
right.
good shots though too. They got it tied. All three judges.
That was exactly what I had, 38-38. Why not? In this round, Corrales has boxed fairly well, although you can't say Castillo has landed some from the outside.
They cheering for Castillo, but Corrales is in this thing. Whether they like it or not, Corrales is there. It's not like he's going anywhere.
Whenever Corrales gives himself a little room, he can
But
land
he's
that
taking
straight
some
right.
heavy shots too, though.
Mostly he's fought in this posture.
Body shots wickedly offered by Castillo. Missing there with the right. Corrales missing himself.
This, like the fourth round, very difficult to score, although Corrales might have a slight edge to this point.
Blood now coming down the left eye area of Castillo. But he's undaunted. He doesn't hold him back. If the fight is stopped by accidental headbutt before the end of the fourth round, the fight is with a no decision. After the end of four, they go to the scorecards. We're in round 5.
When it comes down to it, he's saying that because these guys have their heads, they're like head to head this whole time.
Out.
Corrales is throwing some heavy shots, but Castillo is coming right back every time Corrales lands, man.
This is the 5th coming up.
6th, I believe.
Luis, tienes que trabajar más por dentro.
You have to work more inside. You have to work inside.
Tienes que trabajar más.
You have to work hard.
He's doing that with no gloves, and blood is present.
They're from Mexico.
I don't think that really means much.
They drink piss.
You have to work hard inside. You have to uppercuts. You have to throw uppercuts and rights. You have to work hard.
They drink piss.
You have to throw an uppercut.
Hell of a fight.
Wouldn't call it panic, but
That's a
somewhat
lot of
of a
grease.
sense of urgency developing in that Castillo corner.
And then they just wipe Castillo's face down with it.
Midway through round 4, now to round 6.
I wonder how much he made during his career.
We think it might have come from
Castillo.
punch. Either way, it's called a clash.
The only reason why I wonder that is because his family put him away real nice, like the headstone that I seen and all that good stuff.
Corrales.
Corrales, my fault.
Steve, I just talked to Dr. Todd Chapman. He said
the headstone that I seen was really nice.
Now. It's not necessary to stop the fight. They will keep an eye on it. Tony Weeks did tell the doctor
that the bike was nice before he got into the accident.
All right, Jim, thanks very much for that clarification.
So now it's an interesting situation in the Castillo corner. Of course, he needs to start to make sure he's winning rounds.
These guys are throwing
but they know
major
he
leather,
can't
man.
lose because of that cut flat out, outright. He could lose only if they go to the cars. On this round, Diego Corrales is getting a lot done using his hand speed and punching in combination a lot more.
2 minutes left in round 6. These guys are not showing any signs of backing off of each other. They are literally throwing shots and landing and beating the shit out of each other.
With the red trim. More body work by Castillo.
And Castillo goes low 3 straight times. And make that 4.
There you go.
Corrales working on the inside though. Say what you want. Say that it's Castillo's style. Say that it's his office. But Corrales is fighting very well.
I tell you, man, this fight feels like the day I had yesterday at work. It seemed like the blows just kept coming, man.
Goes to the sweet side.
Didn't stop.
Doesn't last very long. Vicious right hand cross.
Seemed like every second it was something hitting me.
Corrales doing a better job of keeping his right hand up and blocking those hooks. He did it just a moment ago. And the uppercut's not landing as much from Castillo.
Well, guess what? There it was. There was on cue.
Ooh.
Left hook by Corrales to the head of Castillo. But Castillo won't budge.
This is a clinic on infighting by both these men. They're doing a superb job.
They are definitely showing what infighting is.
It has been intense from the opening bell.
Yeah, it has. Fuck.
The early part of this round belongs.
Imagine these guys against
came out again. Good close the last half minute of this round.
who's the guy? He's gonna fight Riley Romero. What's his name?
Pitbull.
Pitbull Cruz.
Yeah.
He be doing the same shit.
But you know what? Corrales got knocked around. Wait a minute. He was off balance for a minute. But Pitbull Cruz, man, he throws like heavy punches and he actually lands when he hits him. That's what I was saying when it came down to the fight with Tank, man. He gave Tank all he fucking handed.
Does he belong in here with these guys?
This is what's going to separate the two of us right here.
I would say
These guys
that.
would smash him?
Yeah. I think
I
Tank.
think he belongs.
I think Tank would beat both of these guys.
Not Tank,
But I think Cruz, literally, man, he'd give both of these guys a hell of a fight. Either one of them.
Here's where Castillo, at the end of the round, started really getting to Chico
Castillo was
Corrales.
in there.
Will this be enough to steal the round for him? It might be, because it was pretty dramatic at the end of that round. And here's the point where you could make the inference that
I don't know. Corrales just landed 3 shots in a row. But there, Castillo comes back. Okay.
We heard Corrales tell Joe Goosen I wasn't hurt, but Joe Goosen was arguing, saying, "I don't care. You still can't fight that way."
Two guys who are taking the term boxing warrior to the next level. Joe Goosen is Diego Corrales' calming influence in that corner.
Okay.
As we enter round 7.
Look at what
Corrales, man. Now that's a fucking boxing clinic right there. That's hit and not be hit.
Instead, for the most part, he elects to work from the inside.
And it isn't that he hasn't done good work.
Now looking at Tony Weeks, looking at the fighters, these fighters are almost as tall as Tony Weeks or whatnot. But then when it comes down to it, in the heavyweight fighters, Tony Weeks looks really small compared to them dudes.
Well, he's a lightweight.
Right?
Around his right eye, under his left eye as well.
Corrales, man.
Now, does
7th round, he's really putting on the clinic here.
After taking all those body shots early from
Castillo is getting his shots in, but Corrales is really doing an excellent fucking job, man.
I have it even at 57-57. I'm here to turn Smith on this one.
We approach midway round 7. Non-stop action throughout.
I feel like neither one of these guys have actually separated themselves from the other. Like no one has went over it. This has been a pretty even fight.
He's giving Castillo a better chance.
The operative word is painfully.
Ooh. Castillo came with some unanswered shots there.
Castillo and Corrales continue to exchange vicious punches in toe-to-toe fashion. Heavy right hand by Diego Corrales. But did it even move Castillo?
It don't seem like it. But he was throwing some heavy leather there.
That's the issue here. Castillo's so tough to hurt, has never been knocked out, never been down, in fact.
But as you've seen, Castillo had to reset.
The area under the left eye of Corrales is getting bad.
And the irony is, Corrales is doing some phenomenal work here in terms of combinations.
Let's hope that doesn't become a factor and close up the eye.
This is truly an extraordinary fight. Look at Castillo. He continues to work down to the body with the left hook.
Both showing badges of courage on their faces. Back comes Chico Corrales. And now Castillo. It's the
Whoa!
Corrales that rocked Castillo. He almost went down.
Saved by the bell, pretty much.
His knees buckled.
His knees did buckle. Ooh-wee. I'm not closing, but he is cut.
He's dead. He's dead.
You're telling him he's dead.
No.
It's all balls. Am I wrong? Okay, Diego. Hey, I mean, water, quick. Hey, get to him.
Oh, he said wet me up. I thought he was saying let me up.
Mouthpiece. Not yet, not yet.
Corrales, who had been hurt in this
Woo!
perfect left hook.
That was a perfect shot.
Castillo down. A bad break for Corrales was that it happened with only about 10 seconds left in the round. He had no chance to really follow up on it. And of course, you see the closure in that left eye. There are so many dramas being acted out in this fight.
Look at him. Look at him going to work. Corrales putting it on Castillo in the first minute of this 8th round.
Castillo with blood streaking from his left eye. Take one step back and come forward again. And
woo!
Both winging punches.
Castillo looked like he's trying to put something on Corrales there.
For him, even though we think of him as a left hook puncher.
Oh shit!
Left and the right combination by Corrales upstairs.
Corrales is coming.
Castillo back with a right hand offering. Now back to the body is Castillo. Overhand right by Corrales.
Oh, he
hammered him.
Yeah, he did.
Every throw.
Damn, bro. That's a low blow, man. Come on, bro.
Questionable blow there by Castillo. Doesn't bother Corrales. He just marches forward.
And give Tony Weeks credit. He's allowing them to fight, not panicking and getting in and breaking them.
He should a hard left hook there.
Castillo is landing the more effective shots here. But at least in that exchange, he was. And he came back with another one.
What could they possibly have left of the tank as this fight continues to unfold? We're into round 8. Has to be like
Corrales is getting stuck,
the
man.
action just never lets up.
But Corrales is doing some sticking too. Woo!
Opens the door for the moment.
Yeah.
When there's just a little distance, Corrales is so much more effective.
Oh shit!
Set there.
Castillo. Castillo missing. Using that right hand.
These dudes are fucking warriors, man. Tell me this, do you think the average man would have went down?
Yes. The first part of this round won dramatically by Corrales.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Judges remember the second part.
Castillo jumping on Corrales.
There went the mouthpiece.
But he's able to regroup. There goes a mouthpiece.
Oh! Oh!
Wobbled by a left hand.
Oh, Malcolm. God! Over here. Come here, come here. Let's go. Here we go. Count in. Chill.
Able to get the mouthpiece back in. Just a few seconds left in the 8th round. Again, incredible action.
Man, that is crazy.
Hook by Castillo just before the bell.
Good fight. Good fight. I thought he was saying let me up in the last round when he was sitting on the stool, but he was saying wet me up. That eye, man, he's looking fucked up.
Look, let me just tell you something. Smother him. Keep your head off to the side. Oh, yeah. Yes, he can, Doc. Okay, hey, Diego, look at me. You only have 12 minutes, 10 minutes of this fight.
At the beginning of the round, Diego Corrales very, very effective.
Look at that, man.
Three-punch combination stunned Castillo.
Short
The
inside
round
hook.
toward the end of it, it was Castillo doing the good work. The mouthpiece would fly out of the mouth of Diego Corrales. Challenge for the judges. Would you like the first half of the round for Corrales or the second part for Castillo?
Corrales, this has got to be
I like both
one
of
of the greatest fights in the history of Showtime Championship boxing.
You've been here longer than I have. Can't imagine too many being better than this.
Castillo literally looks like he's landing the most effective shots here in the early going of round 9. But Corrales is now coming back with some pretty damn good shots himself.
Neither taking a pause or a break for more than 2 seconds.
You heard them tell Corrales you got to keep punching.
Corrales' left eye continues to close.
He can barely see out of it out. These are traditionally rounds, as you pointed out, Steve, that Castillo has done very well in.
It couldn't be much closer.
Shit, they need a second fight.
Unofficially.
I have the fight dead even as well.
That's what I'm saying, man. They need a second fight. These boys is getting at it. Ooh. That was a low blow, man. Come on, man.
It's a warning.
For the most part, we have seen not too much now. Great combination from outside by Castillo.
Oh.
Castillo scoring with a left cross. Missing with the right upper. And another low blow.
Okay?
Well, he knows it's a low blow, though, man. Come on, bro.
I don't think it would be a point deducted right now.
That's what, the third one?
I have to think Tony Weeks would do that.
It would be the third warning. Right hands, a series of rights and a combination. Castillo refusing to go anywhere. Another right hand that sent Castillo back momentarily. Castillo stumbling around, but then he comes back forward. Corrales throwing bombs. He's probably saying to himself, what's it going to take to drop this guy? Here's Castillo again.
They traded right hands and Castillo's was more powerful.
Now Castillo going downstairs. Left uppercut.
You know, it's a misnomer to think that Castillo cannot throw combinations on the inside. People think he's an unskilled laborer on the inside. That's not true. He's a very skilled fighter on the inside. He doesn't just bully you. He knows how to throw shots and throw them effectively.
What a chin.
Again, Castillo controls.
Shit, Castillo is fucking accurate, man. He is tearing Corrales' ass up. Woo! Regardless of what they say, man, this fight needs either another few rounds or They need a second fight.
At the beginning of the round, while he worked well on the inside, there's one right on the belt line by Castillo that could have been low, and Tony Weeks went in to give him a caution or warning about it. Now this one more dramatically low.
Yeah, that's come on,
Castillo.
man.
And Corrales pleads his case. You have to think that one more, there might be a point deducted from Castillo.
He didn't take a point at all.
As per usual in this fight, tremendous action. Look at the hand speed and combinations of
That's
Corrales.
crazy, man.
Castillo was able to close out the round very effectively. He's been doing that in a lot of these rounds.
I don't know how y'all feel about this fight, but this fight has been a fucking great fight, man. Non-stop action. These guys are literally in a phone booth beating the shit out of each other. And when it comes down to it, man, shoot, I wouldn't be able to score this fight. I literally would have to have it where, give me nothing. But Are You Serious podcast, we still here. We watching it.
WBO unification lightweight title fight.
Oh! Shit! Now, do you think that was a power shot, or do you think that was from the accumulation of shots that he's taking?
Both.
Okay.
It was a solid shot.
They get the mouthpiece back. He was up at 8. Goosen trying to get involved.
Goosen telling him to put your hands up, because he know, man.
Corrales hits the canvas.
Oh!
Castillo looking to finish it here.
He got him again. Holy shit, get up. Get up, Corrales. You better than that. He ain't getting up. He's up.
Look at his fucking eye.
1 point off here. 1 point off. 1 point.
Excessive spitting out of the mouthpiece. A point deducted.
Come on. Spit out the mouthpiece.
I don't like that. I don't like that. He already got knocked
To
down.
make matters even worse now.
You gotta fucking get inside on him now.
This was the fight I was talking about.
Down 2
What'd he say?
He said you gotta fucking get inside on him now. So now I know what's about to happen in this fight. Corrales is gonna come back and knock Castillo ass out.
45 to go. He's got a long way to go, Corrales.
But he just hurt Castillo with the right hand.
I've seen it.
That was a
Whoa.
he hurts him with a hook.
There you go. Come on, Corrales.
Hammers him along the ropes.
Unbelievable.
Woo!
Ebb and flow.
What?
They're all standing here.
Oh.
Corrales coming back after being on the canvas.
Sorry to be a spoiler, folks, but I knew what was coming on this one. I remember this one because Joe Goosen was saying, he stopped him on the side of the ropes. Like I said, Corrales is a bad boy. This was a hell of a fight, though. Damn. I tell you what, I see why this was fight of the year, because these boys gave it they all. Castillo got whooped on the side of the ropes, though.
He would go through hell before losing this fight. He may have.
That might be the single most extraordinary comeback within a round to win a fight that has ever happened. Certainly it's in the top 2 or 3, and interestingly, not a lot of complaints in the corner of Castillo. And the reason it was right for Tony Weeks to stop the fight is because he would.
Well,
Hell of a fight.
hell of a fight.
Man, I loved it. Full of action, full of suspense, full of drama. Just both guys giving it their all. That's all you can ask for in a fight, man.
That is true. Everybody, they gave everything that they had to each other. And it's a shame that it's so hard to make money.
Shit.
But these guys, they're making money doing this.
And the bad part about it is they love it. I mean, when it comes out, I mean, man, I couldn't do it. I can't get punched in the face in order to make $1.
I could, but not at that level.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Man.
Well, it was fun.
Very much so. For the Are You Serious podcast,
I'm Dave.
Like,
subscribe.
We're going to keep on bringing it to you.
Yep.
Again.
Yep. Like and
Dave,
subscribe. I'm Dave.
The Wave.
Dave the Wave.
I'm Ramon. It was a great fight. We are out.
All right. Till next time.